Well, another Monday is upon us. That means it's time for a Mailbag Monday. I got 6 envelopes. Let's open them up and see what we got in them. Alright, up first here, I'm going to open this big one up here from Pennsylvania. Nice big envelope. Not sure what I bought this big. Whatever it is, they protected it very well. They protected it extremely well. Okay. What I have here is the Pabst Mansion. This was the mansion of the owner of the PBR Brewing Company. Me and my mom actually visited this here whenever we went to Milwaukee. I was going to try to do a video on it. They don't let nobody take any video in there, only pictures. So that kind of squashed out the idea. Anyways, this was a fairly large, I think it was 20,000 square feet mansion in the kind of a downtown area of Milwaukee. And interesting thing about it, there was only, I want to say there's less than 10 left of this statue or this time frame left in the city. And that was due to, during the Depression, they couldn't afford to keep them, couldn't afford to heat them. So they sold them, burnt them down, tore them down, whatever. Well, this one actually, survived all that. Another little funny, well, not funny, but interesting note, my great-grandmother actually worked here as a maid or butler, or however you want to put it. So just something interesting that, not a real old postcard, but fairly old postcard. But yeah, just, I got some other postcards from when we were there. And, this will be added to the collection of a more vintage one, I guess. Then the next envelope comes to us from the Illinois area. Ashton, Illinois. Not sure we're familiar with that area. Let's rip into this one and see what we got. Seems like another card that's very well protected. All right, if you remember from my previous Mailbag Monday video, I told you about the Mitchell Parks and the Mitchell Dome, where they had the big gardens and such inside these big greenhouses. This is a card. I'm not sure of the date on it. I have to see if the listing has a date. Kind of tells you a little bit about it there if you want to pause and read it. This is actually in Milwaukee. My mom and I visited it when we were up there for my grandmother's funeral. It was one of her favorite places, and just happened to be, we ended up going there. And I want to say this is from the 30s, maybe earlier. I'm not sure. I have to look at the listing again, see if it has the date on it. But just a cool piece of history that just kind of dear and fond to my heart. And the next card comes to us from San Diego, California area. This is actually a matchbook. Turn it this way, you can read it. This is from the Longfellow House here in my hometown of Pascagoula, Mississippi. This is when it was actually a resort, like a hotel, almost like an Airbnb type thing, where you could stay at. This, I don't know why I got it. It's just kind of cool. Didn't pay a whole lot of money for it, but I just thought it was kind of interesting, a little keepsake or piece of history from the house is still there. It's privately owned now, so, but just something kind of cool to keep. You don't see a lot of them. Just a little memento of the past I had to grab hold of. I'm gonna try to get out there and let y'all see what it looks like today. It's pretty interesting. It's gone through some changes. I believe the way it sits now is close to the original rendition of it. They've added on to it here and there over the past, and I think the people that own it now, they brought it back to the original form, I guess you say. So, but anyways, this is I'm guessing 70s, somewhere in that time frame, but just a cool piece of local history. And I got another one here from the Illinois area. Same post office, it looks like it got sorted through, but different town it originally came from. Kind of interesting. Go ahead and rip into this one. Seems well protected as well. Everybody's taking care of the cards these days. I know one thing, I've been looking at them here recently. Cards that I know that I could get for, you know, anywhere between $1 to $2, maybe $3. It's gone up a lot. There's some cards that are $4, $5, $6 now that I know for a fact for a couple bucks, and you know, inflation's catching everybody, I guess. Anyways, this is a church in Sussex, Wisconsin. Not just any church. This is the church that my mother went to when she was a very young girl. We're talking the 40s, 50s, somewhere in that area. This card, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick up on that postmark. I'm thinking it's 1918 or 1913. Could be 1916. Anyways, I have to look at the listing. If I can find it, I'll put the date up here on the screen. Funny thing is, this church is still there. It's literally looks the same. The windows are the same. The steeple doesn't have the color on it. I'm not sure if the steeple is there. I'm pretty sure it is. Now, to the left over here is a grocery store. This is the main drag of town. It's 3 lanes now. It's a little bit different, but the funny thing is that church still looks the same. I'll put a picture that I took when we were in town for my grandmother's funeral. This is actually now a florist. This is the building that we went and bought the flowers for my grandmother's funeral. So it's come full circle, and when I saw this, I paid a pretty good penny for this. You don't see this anymore often. You know, the town, it might be pushing 20,000 people right now if I'm lucky. I don't think it's even that much, but back in this day there might have been just a couple thousand. When my mom was there, you know, growing up, it was, you know, a few thousand if that. But yeah, this is a very cool piece. What I plan on doing with this, I'm trying to figure out a way to get this in a frame, inside of a frame where I can, you know, rotate it, something like that, so you can spin it around, see both sides. Give it to my mom as a, you know, like a little memento, I guess you'd say. But definitely pretty cool. Like I said, I'm gonna try to leave I got a picture I'll put up on the screen here, or I did put up the screen. Anyways, yeah, just something that was very cool that I came across. I definitely had to get this one. And the next card comes to me from New Jersey, I believe it is here. This is not a typical envelope. I'm going to try to open this up without damaging the contents. I might fight this one. I don't want to fight it. There we go. Cool. They seem like they got another card inside. Yeah, okay, good deal. Everybody seems to be protecting their cards a little bit better these days. At least on this go around. All right. Now, it's been a while since I've had a Lookout Mountain Incline Railway postcard. Long story short, pretty much I've gotten the majority of the ones that I've ever seen that I can get at a, let's just say, reasonable price. This one's dated 1919. Yep, 1913. Not my oldest postcard, but one of my oldest postcards. Very cool piece of Lookout Mountain, Chattanooga history. I don't need to go into all this, but it's, you know, one of the world's steepest incline railways, passenger railways. It's just cool. It's one of my favorite tourist attractions that I've been to. I'm sure there's something else better than this, but, you know. Anyways, this is something I saw the date on it, and I didn't recall having this one in my collection, but now I do. And last but not least comes this card to me from Iowa. Don't believe I had a card from Iowa yet. Kind of interesting to see if I've gotten all 50 states cards from. But this is from Refried Jeans. Haven't had a card from them in a minute. Alright. Nothing fancy with this one. This is the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Goes from Metairie, which is a suburb of New Orleans, 27 miles across Lake Pontchartrain, into the Mandeville area. This is from the, look at the cars, probably 50s, 60s, that time frame. Anyways, longest structure, longest continuous bridge over water, I believe that's what it is. Yeah. Last time I went over, the toll was like $2, $2.50. I was looking at it the other day. I was thinking about heading that way, and the toll is over $5 now. We're at $5 to go across it. I think they're trying to add on to it. It's right now. It's if you look, it's only 2 lanes. Okay, you can kind of see how the lanes merge right there. It's 2 lanes. Now it's 4 lanes. You get 2 going this way and 2 coming this way. So this is prior to the first expansion of the causeway. Just something cool that I thought, it'd be a nice addition to my collection. I have another. I know I got one more, maybe 2 cards from this the toll causeway. Just something kind of cool. I don't think I paid, but a couple bucks for this, and it's pretty reasonable. So just one of the things that had a little extra cash on me, and I had to get it. All right, so that concludes this week's Mailbag Monday. I got 5 postcards and a pretty interesting little matchbook. Just something kind of local. One of my favorite things to deal with that old incline. Got some Milwaukee stuff in little suburbs of Milwaukee. This right here, that's one of my. That's going to be something interesting. I hope my plan works out. It's going to be, I got to find somebody to do it, somehow to do it, if I do it. Anyways, I'm gonna give that to my mom. She's gonna really like that. But anyways, if you ever been to any one of these places, Lookout Mountain or toured the Pabst Mansion, or you've been to the Mitchell Domes, Mitchell Gardens, or you've been to the Longfellow House here in Pascagoula, or you've been across the causeway, let me know in the comments below what you think about everything, Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.